whenever I hear the word Hamlin, I hear a choir. I don't think I've ever told you this. I really do. When someone says Hamlin, I think Hamlin. And like I hear at least 4-part choir that says it literally every time. So
you are a special.
So when we say Hamlin, think to yourself, that's what he's hearing. Yes.
Okay. Hi everybody, it's Amy.
And Eric.
We did it right that time.
Like we weren't sure.
I know.
We did another take of that where she forgot my name.
Your name. All right, guys. Today's Sunday drive, we're actually going to take you through a community in Winter Garden called Independence, down New Independence Parkway. It will eventually take us out to the Hamlin shopping area and the Horizon West area. So, just kind of giving you that reference. So, just real quick, as we're turning left, right directly in front of us is that new Dreamfinders community that is coming soon. All you can see is a bunch of trees and some trees knocked down as they've cleared their dirt path
with a machete.
I know. It's like shh.
Just cut through it.
Walk back there, explorers. But yeah, that's I have people asking me about that all the time. I am just as excited as you are. There's literally nothing to tell you right now. You can see that there is all sorts of nature right there. So do not expect that anytime in the future.
Shout out to Suzanne, who literally just texted us.
Yes, Suzanne. Hey.
Hi, Suzanne. She said, hey, any information? We're like, we keep asking and they keep saying the same thing.
There's nothing there. They're like, we're still working on it.
They're clearing it with a machete. Consider a tractor.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so we're going to go through the community of Independence. This is not a new construction community. This community is already established. But again, we referenced it earlier. I think it has quite a lovely...
You're not turning here, by the way. It's the next one.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Big
Thank
gate.
you.
Yeah.
We are going to... There is 2 entrances, is what he's saying. This is one little spot here.
Old Thicket Trace.
Old Thicket Trace.
Where do you live? I live down on Old Thicket Trace. That was going to be an accent, and it just wasn't.
It didn't. It flopped.
It didn't come off at all.
Wow. Try it again.
Turn the car around and start over. No, it's fine.
Oh my gosh, I love the buzzwords.
I've flopped before.
Okay, so here is the main entrance into Independence. Again, we've referenced it in another video as we were driving past it, but today we're going to drive through it. This has a great amenity center. It really does quite a beautiful entrance.
Oh, it's ridiculously beautiful.
It is really, really stunning. Can you see all that?
So we're from Virginia, and I get Colonial Williamsburg vibes.
I do too.
Come here, and I love it so much.
I do too. It's the brick, it's the little arches, and the like, almost like the little rotunda looking thing. What do we call that at the top? It just reminds me of UVA.
Let's do marriage insight. One of the things we like to give you insights into our marriage. One of the things she thought about going just then, and I promise you, there was that white car that came by, and I promise you, she thought to herself, side airbags. Side airbag. So
that's your joke, not mine.
That's actually Daryl Ross's joke.
Oh, hey Daryl.
Hey, look at this. This is the entrance.
This is beautiful.
And this is where, I guess the Independence, red, white, and blue, and all that. But then you look at the tower up in front of us.
It's just beautiful. Everything. This whole community is just really, really lovely. And again, it's not an opportunity for you to still build in here necessarily. There might be a few random lots here and there that are owned by specific builders.
And that's water usually, but they have it drained. Look at that.
They drained it. I don't know.
I have video of it when it was water.
We referenced it in the other video. We talked about how beautiful that thin little entryway water pond type thing is.
And it's still beautiful. That guy's beautiful. Guy.
Hey, he's working on it. He's fixing it. So right in front of us is part of the amenity center. It really is a nice community. I actually had some clients in here. We sold their home. That was a funny one. That was
Michelle and Josh.
Josh and Michelle. Yeah, don't say their last name. But yeah, like we put their home on the market, and was it like within hours we had like 7 offers or something? Yep. It was ridiculous. So they and what was really nice is that they wanted to see the amenity center, so we were able to make arrangements because their HOA is there on site, so they're able to kind of help out with that. But really fantastic amenities and a nice established community. We talk about it that sometimes when the community has a few years on it, you can see the more mature trees, these tree-lined streets. I mean, look at the people walking. It's just so beautiful.
And
walking the dogs.
Over to the right, just to explain, we're looking at, we've talked about this in other videos, but maybe you didn't see those. So these are rear, you see no garages in the front here, but that's what it provides for this aesthetic, which is more like kind of
a quaint little town.
A community, cute little town kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it feels like Bedford Falls.
Right.
That's another one. I think it does.
No, they're not all that rear entry, by the way. There are.
True.
This is just this particular section provides this aesthetic, but there's certainly your more traditional front load garage homes and some gorgeous luxury homes out on the water in this area as well.
Yes.
But yeah, so this community just we're just taking the one main road through it. If we wanted to weave in and out, I can assure you I would get lost. Yep. But it's just nice to kind of, to give you a little bit of a snapshot through the community. Eric, you want to tell them about the school to the right?
I do want to tell you about the school on the right. This is Independence Elementary School, and as I think we mentioned in every video we go through Horizon West, there are new elementary schools all the time. So there are kids that went to Independence. If you live in Independence, your kids are probably going to go there, but your results may vary. There's new.
Right?
There's so much growth and construction, but it's a beautiful school, beautiful playground over there, Independence Park. We're going to take a right here. What we're on right now is New Independence Parkway, which actually New Independence Parkway runs all the way to Walmart, historic Walmart. That's actually the Walmart's been built 3 years maybe?
Yeah,
2 years, 3 years,
a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you see, you get a real sense of what Independence is like back here. Mm-hmm. You can kind of see in the distance. There's a big power pole there,
right?
Which is a thing. There's power things that run through the community, but it's mostly sort of, they work around it.
Yes.
They did a good job of kind of working around it. But this road gives you a real sense of there's townhomes on our left, but they feel like the true definition of townhomes. They feel like sort of like brownstones,
right? And there's
that kind of thing.
And there's only like 4 units at a time. It's not like 8 units.
Yeah.
And the other thing I like too is if you'll notice the little median kind of here that's through in the middle.
Yep.
Where the lane. Well, now we passed it, but back there.
There's another one coming.
Yeah, you'll see that they've got like the little dividers between the lanes in lots of the sections of the community, which is also again just a really beautiful aesthetic as you're driving through. But yeah, so this community would be a good option if you're looking for resale. If you happen to be looking for something, and we say that it's in the community of Independence, this will give you an idea of what the community will look like.
And what is the name? There's another community that's in Independence that's some of the pricier homes is Signature Lakes.
Yes.
So that's also in Independence, but it has its own name, right? But
yes.
It's all here together.
Yeah, but interestingly, you want to check where your lot is because some of those may have things right across the street that are not the same, luxury homes. Right. Because those are kind of more bordering the water. And so you may have some that are on the opposite side that are not necessarily as grand.
And there's lots of communities that will do that. They'll do like a big luxury home that backs up to the water. Mm-hmm. And then they'll do like the rear entry garage or townhomes across the street, which is nothing wrong with that. It gives the community a feel like this. We've been past, rear entry garages, townhomes, but you see it all has the same feel. That's what I like about it.
It's very nice.
And now we're leaving it.
Yeah, that was it. And again, we just drove through. Now again, you could have branched out to the right or the left. We could have been weaving around. So if we were to take a right here, which we're not, we would actually pass Bridgewater Middle School, and then we would actually head our way out to like the Tiny Road area, getting us to some of the other new community by MI that's going to be popping up out there.
But now we are coming into Hamlin, and I want to share. So we like to share things that are in our brains.
Yes.
Whenever I hear the word Hamlin, I hear a choir. I don't think I've ever told you this. I really do. If someone says Hamlin, I think Hamlin, and like I hear at least 4-part choir that says it literally every time. So
you are a special.
So when we say Hamlin, think to yourself, that's what he's hearing. Yes.
Okay.
Is this proton therapy up here on the right? Is that what this is?
I believe so.
Medical building there. Like we're all very excited that this exists there.
Yes.
Lots of apartments. So Lake Walk.
Yeah, Lake Walk is a place where many of my clients have had to live. I believe that might even be, I don't think that's where Michelle and Josh were, but lots of clients that have had to be there. Sinopolis Luxury Movie Theater is over here to our left. You've got some, the iPlace, and then over to the right here is where we're going to have Walmart. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a left here, right?
That's fine.
Let's do that. Let's take a left here. And how about if I go through, you want me to go swing through Overlook at Hamlin today?
Overlook at what? Exactly. So the Walmart is over there. You can see it in the distance. Yep. There's a Regions Bank here. There's soon to be a Chick-fil-A. We talked to you about the McDonald's that's coming here.
There's a Wendy's over there.
So this is sort of the center hub of Hamlin. That everyone's gonna do it now. 2 restaurants that are up in front of us. There is a fantastic Greek restaurant, and there's a fantastic Turkish restaurant. And if you know the history, if you know your European history, Amy, as we all do, the Turks and the Greeks have not always gotten along, and I always picture it as very funny because they're across the street from each other, and they're
getting along just fine.
Pizza Press, another restaurant here that's kind of a concept pizza restaurant. But over here, in front of us now, that's going to be a restaurant called Ford's Garage. That's a chain, so you may have heard of that. But then tell them what's down there, like what's going to be down there eventually. That's going to be all the restaurants and dock area, right?
Yeah, if that's still in the plans, there's going to be some more kind of restaurants and eateries. There's going to be kind of a boardwalk-ish type thing. Yep. I think the original plans was that they were going to have the boat dock, and I believe that they had to change it because a boat dock implies that they're going to be able to
Marina means gas.
Marina means gas.
Yes.
So then they changed it. At any rate, but yeah, so it's going to be beautiful, quite lovely. It was always part of this whole makeup of this area, which is Horizon West. I mean, this area is not by accident. Things did not just randomly fall into place. Every bit of it was, essentially pre-designed. It was, predetermined how they wanted it to look, how they wanted it to feel. Yep. A little unknown fact is that first of all, none of these communities are permitted to be gated, and that again is by design of this master planned community. But the other thing is that there has to be a certain number of homes with front porches.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
that is true. So many times I've had a client be the last home in a community, the last lot, and they would say, well, here's the thing, you can build whatever floor plan you want, but it has to be the elevation with the porch because we need one more porch.
That's happened more than twice.
So, which again, what that means is that it's all the oversight that they have into how they want this to look and feel. And I think that's important because they have succeeded. It is absolutely spectacular.
This is so great. And a little insight into our life. Overlook at Hamlin was when we were getting ready to move here. I love where we chose to live. I love it. But when I came to look at things, I remember having a phone call with Amy and saying, where I really want to live is Overlook at Hamlin. And it's so beautiful. And we just can't afford it.
So, hey, take that picture over to the right. One of my favorite things. I love it.
There's a dog in a stroller. Is that what you're talking about? The dog in the stroller?
No,
this is so nice. It's like its own little
I will
park.
say, look at our water is very low. Like even in the pond where we live, the water's low here.
Well,
it
is
we haven't had
the dry season, but wait till 3:00 every single day forever in about a month.
Yep, that's true. So over here is one of the things I like. This looks like a golf clubhouse.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is their clubhouse. It's beautiful. One thing I want to point out though over here, I'm going to take a left right here because this is where their models were/are, but it's also where their little playground is. They've got that little
there's an amphitheater right there.
There's a canoe launch out here somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, and you can go to the thing and get a canoe, right?
Yeah, yep.
With the HOA.
Just grab one. So this...
that's the parking lot. I was like, what is that?
That is the parking lot.
That's the former parking lot.
That's the former parking lot. And that is the former home. By the way, if you are interested, you can, I believe it's still on the market for $1.8 million.
Yep.
It is the original Treviso model. So if you're interested, give me a call at 407-848-8042.
Watch that video because, oh my gosh,
it's spectacular.
It
is. It's amazing. But yeah, so we didn't mention it, but this is a Taylor Morrison community.
Yep.
So again, this is really a community that you would, at this point in time, you would be looking here for a resale opportunity.
And you made a point earlier about like sort of luxury waterfront homes on one side and not as luxurious but nice on the other side. Mm-hmm. If you looked at where we just passed, if to the right there were all tile roofs. Mm-hmm. And across the street there were shingle roofs. Mm-hmm. So just a little bit of a difference in structural option. Probably a little bit difference in price point, but you kind of get the idea. But it's seamless. It doesn't feel wrong. Another funny thing about when you went through Independence, look at the trees, and I'm going to put up a split screen. This community is about 5 years younger than Independence.
Exactly.
And so that's what a 5-year younger tree of the exact same kind looks like. Yeah. So nature in all of its glory.
It is.
Speaking of nature in all its glory, there's my shirtless bro up there. What's up, dude?
Oh my goodness.
I'll probably cut that out.
Okay. So this is, again, it's just such a nice community. It is one of my favorites. Just like Eric said too, though, it's a bit pricier, especially here for resale. It is a bit pricier.
If you're on the water here, you are at $1 million. That's true, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things where you were at or just below $1 million a few years ago.
Yep.
And they seemed very high priced. And now, because the way everything has just shot up price wise, doesn't seem like it's that expensive at all. You think we should be done now? You think you want to take a peek? Go to the right, go to the left. What do you think?
Go to the left. Let's just see what happens.
Okay.
It's a Sunday drive. Let's just have a little fun.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, how about we do this? Why don't I take you down here and we'll take a right on Porter Road. We'll just show them where the new hospital is, and we can end it there.
I think that's a good. Well, except the Porter Road's back there. Or did we go back the other way?
No, we're this way.
Oh, okay. I believe you. Because I think we're going to come to Sidell now again because there's Summer Lake. So we're actually going to make a circle. That's fine. We can totally make a circle. That's good.
A circle.
Aww. That's nice. So what I was going to tell you is just to give you a sense of how prices have changed. I
know how they've changed.
Yeah, right. But when I was telling you that it was too expensive, it's because our budget was just over $4, and it was $450. You couldn't get there for less than $450. Those houses that would have been $450 are now $650. That's been the change. So, kick myself. I wish I'd have come up with some more money. We talked in another at another time about in another video we did about passion flower and how that should be named after you. We're coming up past another road that ought to be named after you. It's the what's the one over there? Southern Martin. Southern Martin Street should also be an Amy Street.
Should be.
Because I think there's 4 or 5 houses like in a row.
Take a right.
Take a right. Sure, take a right.
Golf course.
There you go.
I know.
It's a true. So I like it when we just change the plan. I do. I know, I really do. I like that because that's a Sunday drive. We're like, hey, let's go see what's over here.
Should we tell them that this is really what we consider our date now?
This is it.
Yeah, this is it. We used to joke about our hot date was always to go get a big soda at McDonald's. That was our hot date. But I've been 2 weeks now without a Diet Coke.
That's true.
I am trying.
That's the big news. Breaking news.
Breaking news. If you've noticed the stock at McDonald's
this is
plummeting, it's because
hold on. This is tea.
It's iced,
unsweet
iced tea.
Except every once in a while, she accidentally gets a
like they'll hand me a sweet
tea. She's like, oh yes.
But it doesn't count because I didn't ask for that.
Orange National Golf Club there,
the back side
and you can see the clubhouse in the distance. So that's probably number 18 of one of the things. There's some folks out playing golf. We're gonna actually the community of Watermark is in front of us, and Summer Lake Groves is in front of us if you go down there. Really nice communities. I'm sure we'll take a drive through there sometime. But we're going to turn right on Phil Ritson.
Yep.
And Phil Ritson, if you live around here, you know that Phil Ritson Way is the road that Orange County National Golf Club is on.
Yes.
So, in fact, Amy, let's end the drive. Let's pull into Orange County National Golf Club as if we had time to go play golf, which I would love to do. This is the former home of the PGA qualifying school. So if you wanted to get your PGA Tour card, you had to come, qualify here. They don't do it here anymore, but that should give you an idea of the condition of this golf course. The tree was low.
Oh, okay. That was an interesting.
That was interesting.
Drive. Okay.
And we didn't crash again, so no more views. Okay, but yeah, nice, good job. But we didn't end up making a circle. But Avalon Road is in front of us. This is well, now we turned, but when I said it, I was right.
Okay, great.
Okay. And there we are, right in the sign. So we'll use that sign to tell you that we are done for the drive, and we've enjoyed it. So say the catchphrase.
Thanks for watching. Happy house hunting.